Ladies and gentlemen, Blink-182.
Hello.
I don't want to ignore you guys, but I gotta start with the foreigner in here.
Absolutely.
The new guy?
Welcome home. This is going to be, San Diego's going to be your new home from now on. We're going to teach you how to speak California. Because when you cut the IDs for us, it was just so Chicago. Have you, can you understand him, you guys?
I
totally
never noticed it.
I
don't notice the
You
Chicago
don't
accent at
notice
all.
his accent?
Maybe it's just the way Matt talks.
It's so bizarre.
Maybe
By the
he
way,
was just serving you guys that day, you know?
it was just very trippy.
Laying it on
because
thick.
he said sombreros in the thing. He wanted a burrito. He wanted a burrito from sombreros.
Have you had sombreros yet, Matt?
Yeah.
Good. Was that like part of your band inauguration?
I'm sorry?
Was that like getting you into the band? Like you have to have some sombreros. Yes,
We hazed
initiation.
him. We
That's
had to
the
eat like
word.
100 sombrero burritos.
in one sitting.
The first show I played with these guys actually was the first time I had sombreros.
Really? That's
Yeah.
a good
Really?
occasion for your first
Mark
sombreros.
and his lovely wife got me sombreros.
Oh, I like
really
that.
good.
Where was that show?
Here.
The Soma one?
Soma.
The Soma one,
Someone
yeah.
back
was
then.
your
Which,
first
Yeah.
one? I
by the way,
didn't know
which
that.
sombreros? Because everybody, you leave notes everywhere. That tour, you left pieces of memorabilia
Yeah.
all over San Diego. You probably don't even know this, but who snuck all that stuff all over the place? And
The people that run my company.
right.
Hi, my name is Mark. They went around and they put stuff at the different sombreros and around. But the original actual sombreros is the one in Carmel Mountain Ranch.
Carmel Mountain Ranch.
Yeah.
Remember the cross street?
Carmel Mountain Ranch in the 15.
Right off the 15 then.
15? No, not the 15. What's the one that runs
That's the
inland?
that's the
That's
15.
Okay,
That is
that's
the
it.
15.
I've already forgotten my directions around here.
Dude, come on, the 15.
Yeah, Carmel Mountain Ranch in the 15. There's a little strip mall there. There's an Olive Garden, and there's dry cleaners.
And you've used them all before.
Yes. I ate one time at the Olive Garden.
Now, obviously, Trav's been in the band for a long time too. Did you have to go through the sombreros initiation too?
No, I mean, I was willingly into it at that time, and I even tried living out here for like 2 months, but you guys kicked me out pretty quick.
Not us.
Yeah,
Who-
I was a little wild in my the apartment complex I lived in. They were like this naked partying and these cars everywhere has got to stop, so they kicked me out.
Where
so it was
in
short-lived.
San
Where were you?
In Oceanside, like on the border of Oceanside and Carlsbad.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 2 months.
Is he telling the truth?
He is.
He
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, I remember.
right.
I went to his place one time.
That's absolutely frightening.
Yeah.
I understand. Somebody told me you've put one of my favorite songs in the set for tonight. We had a quick chat about how like coming to San Diego now is kind of bittersweet, isn't it?
Yeah,
Coming to San
always.
Diego, and you talk about going to see The Cure and all that stuff, which is you obviously worked with Robert Smith on that one track a long time ago.
We did.
I was trying, and I was unsuccessful because he's at a birthday party tonight up in L.A. David J. from Bauhaus lives in Encinitas. I tried to bring him tonight to meet you guys because the new single is so funny because it's got a San Diego connection still in it.
That's great.
Did you know that David was living here?
I did not.
So it's like you guys are up there and Bauhaus has moved to San Diego. How weird is that for
That's
you?
strange.
For you especially. Because this is not Bauhaus weather, is it?
No, it is not.
It is not. Right?
No, it's not.
Chicago.
I was neighbors with Kevin from Bauhaus for a couple of years in Laurel Canyon, which is very un-Bauhausy.
Yes, it is very. It's his brother. David's his brother.
Yep,
He lives down here,
absolutely,
but
yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
Can I ask a question real quick?
You can ask anything
I'm
you want,
curious,
Hillary.
Matt, like how, you're the new singer for Blink-182, or you're in the band now, I should say, and like, were you guys friends for a long time? Did your bands play together? Like, and so what was the initial like, hey dude, do you want to join Blink?
We toured, my other band, Alkaline Trio, toured with Blink a bunch of times, and we became friends, like that started 15 years ago or something. And one day, Mark and Travis just hit me up to have lunch, and they asked me to fill in for some shows they had booked. So it was that simple, but also, it was a crazy day in a good way.
Yeah, I bet. Did you have sombreros for lunch that day?
No, we had Crossroads. We ate at Travis's restaurant.
Oh, right
A
on.
little healthier than sombreros.
It's probably good for you.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing right now? California's been out for a while. It's actually it's a great album. It's
Thank you.
One of my favorite Blink albums in a while, and
Thanks.
and it's making like a lot of year-end lists too, which I've seen, which is super cool.
Great. They used to make all of them.
I know that's
And a
important.
Grammy?
Hey, Grammy nomination's cool
right.
too.
Grammy
Yeah.
nomination.
Let
I
me ask
forgot.
that. What I know, the old quote from Eddie Vedder was, "It doesn't mean anything when you get offered like awards like that." But Grammys are pretty significant, especially when you just don't expect them, right?
Right.
So how does that make you guys feel when it's how does that feel? It's got to feel totally bizarre because it's the most un-punk rock thing in the world. Yes? No?
Well, who cares what's on punk rock? I mean, it's a Grammy. I mean,
But-
it doesn't matter who you are. If you get nominated or your name's even mentioned next to it, of course you're stoked and you feel so blessed, you know?
But it's just for the artist, the new artist of the year, that's always one that's the kiss of death. That's always the one that guy disappears or the girl disappears
Right.
like 5 minutes later because
Yes.
nobody wants to get that first one. But now that
I
you've been
think even
doing
if you get best new artist and you disappear the next year, you're still pretty stoked.
Yeah,
Really?
I would almost like
Yeah.
leave the music.
Grammys
business.
Yeah.
a Grammy.
Like I did with
Grammys
Really?
a
Okay,
Grammy.
okay.
Totally.
I'll take it from you guys because I'm never going to be up for one. So you're stoked? That's good.
Did you get like who was it? Someone texted you, or you got a call from your management, or how did you find out?
I was awake. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning for no real reason. I was surfing around online. I went to Twitter. It was about 5:30 at that point, and I saw that Grammy nominations was trending. And I was like, oh, that's right, the Grammy nominations are today. And just as I was about to look at Grammy nominations, I got a text from my manager saying, nominated for a Grammy. And then I woke up my wife, and then we woke up our son because we were talking so loud. And then I just started calling people. Yeah, it was great.
So awesome. Congratulations, you
Thanks.
guys. When are the Grammys? They're in February?
Oh, they're February 12th.
Okay, very good. You already got the
Not like you're counting or anything. How
Yeah.
many days away is that? Do you remember exactly how many days?
I don't know exactly.
Okay, but it's close enough. So are you going? Is that part of the plan? You have to kind of be there for these things?
Yes, we're absolutely going.
Right. So no tour at that point? You're off the road at that point?
No, we have
You're-
that day off.
Oh, you have that day off to go to the Grammys for obvious
Yeah.
reasons. That makes sense. Great. I got to ask you a couple questions. Do you know anything about San Diego now that you've been hanging with these guys, especially Hoppus? Is there anything about San Diego? Because obviously this is the biggest band ever from San Diego. You know, next to, I don't know, Rocket, Jehu. I mean, Mark will tell you the other ones. But what do you know about? Because like we've had a long storied history. Chicago more so, I think. But like, I'm super proud of these guys because I was there at those first shows, not the first backyard shows, but the first kind of Soma shows. It's got to feel pretty trippy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming to San Diego touring for almost 20 years. And I've surfed La Jolla a bunch of times. I've surfed all over San Diego, and I have a lot of friends down here apart from these guys, so I don't know it like they do, but I love it down here. It's beautiful. I hope to live in Leucadia. I think that's where I'm going to retire.
There you go.
So
Good job.
I know the area a little bit.
Good. You're going to help them find a place down there? You
Yeah,
recommend
absolutely. I got some people you can talk to.
Close
we
to-
got
close
some
to
time.
small-
I mean, I'm talking like,
next year?
no.
Well, with the rate
In
this
like-
album's
in
going,
like
it could be
40
next year,
years.
you know? You guys could
we
retire.
we got time.
40 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that completely. You?
What about it?
Anything you miss about it here? What is it? Because obviously it's still.
I miss my family. All my family's still here, so
Right.
I miss being able to just hang out any given time with my family. So, I mean, even though LA is just 120 miles away or whatever,
Right.
it takes so long. It's like you might as well live in a different state.
There are helicopters now.
You know what? I took a helicopter down to the San Diego show that we played earlier this summer to avoid
gonna-
the traffic.
That's awesome.
That's good. That's a very rock star thing to do.
But it wasn't very rock star because we got the smallest helicopter that's ever been made.
And I was flying it.
That's a very
Yeah.
Hoppus thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the tiniest one. My nuts will be hanging outside the helicopter.
Basically,
That's what you were doing.
So when you play here, though, because you do still have a ton of family here, is your like guest list requests a mile long, like everybody who wants to come, or?
Not so much as in LA, because all the industry people are up in LA, so the guest list in LA is a lot more extensive.
Gotcha.
But I have a bunch of friends and family coming tonight. Yeah.
I have to tell you that Roger Joseph Manning Jr. was here
Yes.
last night. He played with Beck last night.
Yeah.
Jason Faulkner on the bill too. He said to say hello because I've known him longer than I've known you.
Oh, wow.
And he's played virtually keyboards on almost everything you've done except for this new record.
That's right. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
Roger's great.
Have you seen Beck do his thing yet on this?
I have not.
Because his show last night was the first show in 4 months that he's done.
Oh, wow.
Really good. At the end, they did a tribute to Prince, Bowie. A little bit of Chic was in there as well.
Wow.
It was pretty
That
dope.
sounds cool.
Yeah, pretty unbelievably dope. So, Can you give us a rough idea of the set list? Is it from beginning to end? Are you going way back to Cheshire Cat? Because that's the.
We don't have anything from Cheshire Cat on tonight's set. We have one song from Dude Ranch. It's kind of because it's a radio show. We kind of play mostly singles and a couple deep album cuts. But yeah.
What does that mean, radio show versus like? Do you look at it more like it's like a showcase, like you're trying to impress people and make them go like, bam, 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 hit them over the head?
I look at it as not necessarily everybody here is coming just to see Blink-182, and we need to win people over, so we put together a set of singles and some bangers and some stuff that we like.
So it's all aces. You're dealing the cards. It's like ace, 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 ace. Keep hitting them over the head.
Yeah, it's kind of weird if you play deep cuts that are our favorite that people don't know at a radio show. It's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, but the Blink fans,
yeah,
they like the deep cuts.
But we're switching. I mean, we're switching a song for tonight.
Just for San
Are you
Diego?
building the pool tonight? That's what I really want to
We are building a pool.
Okay, because
We're wishing happy holidays.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Yes.
because building a pool to me is probably the most quintessential Blink song ever. Because it is 16 seconds. What is it?
Yeah.
16
I don't
seconds.
even think it's that long,
I think
is
it's
it?
13 because I just
Yeah, it's
listened to it
really
the other day.
it's really short.
13 seconds of pure genius. It really
Punk rock
is.
It's just
attitude.
joy.
It is.
It is
funny.
joy.
Yeah.
Wonderful, gentlemen, ladies.
Thank you so much
Blink-182.
for
Thank
being
you.
Great to see you as always.